And we're live. Hello, you're watching PC Jack, and welcome to the stream. Got a bit of a different one for you guys today. So, as I usually do on a Thursday, I usually actually have an upload ready to go. But the video I'm working on, which is my Steam Deck review, is going to be a little bit delayed because I want to put a bit more time into it before actually publishing it. So I thought, what else should I do? And I thought, why not try and do some PC work on live stream? There's some things I want to do to my main system, and this is also a bit of a test stream to see how things can change. How I can change out like a system, because I am planning to actually upgrade this to Ryzen 7000 series. So this is a bit of a trial, and also just a chance to hang out, chillax. And also, if you've got any questions, feel free to send them over, and I'll answer them live on air. So before we get cracking, we'll just wait for a few people to stop by, and then we'll get busy doing what we're going to do. But the general goal for today is that we're going to try and get this system pimped out a little bit with some RGB goodness to make it a bit more interesting to watch in the background of my videos, and could just be cool to see how we can get it to look, especially because I haven't really done much to this system in quite some time, and could be cool. And one of the other things as well we are going to be doing is popping my 3080 back in my main system. Now, you might be wondering why it's not already back in there in the first place, but the reason is, for a lot of the summer, I've kind of gamed downstairs in my living room where it's a lot more open and cooler. During the summer, it's been pretty hot in this office, and as you can see, it's very, very small. So I've been gaming down there a lot more, and it made more sense for this 3080 to be used in my main gaming system at the time, which was my mini ITX rig Redux machine. So that's why it's in there, and there's currently no GPU in here because the 3060 Ti I had is now in the streaming system that I'm using right now. So that's what we're going to do as well, but we've got a couple of options we're going to go through, and you guys can get involved, and if you want to take a look what's on offer, we'll get to it, but we're going to upgrade the fans, and let's say upgrade, we're going to swap them out to something we've got on hand. And depending how you guys feel, we may switch from an air cooler to an all-in-one, because I got two 240mm coolers we could potentially go for. But I'll do what the chat fancies, but we'll reach that point when we get to it. But I think for the time being, we should just get busy with actually taking out these first couple of fans. So for now, though, we know for sure we got to take out this. Well, I can actually show you guys. Let's take a look. And boom, we got a bird's eye view. What about that? We can see underneath. I don't know why it almost looks like there's some screen tearing going on my side, but I don't know. It looks okay to me. But to start off, we've got a couple of things we can get cracking with, and that's going to be the fact we can take out these two 140mm fans at the bottom, and these are Noctua NFF12s. Now, these are pretty good fans, but I do find them actually quite loud, if I'm being totally honest. They're not quite along the same sort of standard as the NFA12s, which is kind of what it is, but they are coming out with some 140mm fans soon, I think. So maybe I'll switch to that when those come out. And then we've just got an NFA12 Chromax in the rear. Now, I should probably do it dusting this system out a little bit, but that would be it for a really boring stream, if I'm being totally honest. So it's fine. We don't need to worry about that. So I'm thinking we just get cracking with removing these fans first, and then we'll see what you guys are fancying when I show you what fans we can choose from. So, right, I better unplug these fans first, actually. So, where are these plugged in? I need to actually figure that out first. What is that fan? Are these both? Right, I'll have to take a look. If I take a look around the side of the, on the back, I'll do the SKO management a little bit, and then we can see what we're working with in terms of where these fans are plugged in. Because I have no idea where they're plugged in at the moment. Let's turn this bad boy around. And then we go right around. Okay. Right, I'll try and make sure this is on show to you guys a little bit as well, but not going to be too much right now. But the one thing I'm definitely going to have to do is, if we're going for that 3080, we can actually swap this out to the cable mod cable I've got, which has got the 12-pin adapter already built into it. So we don't need to have that, but I'll have to find that cable amongst all this mess. I don't know where it's going to be yet, but figure it out when we get there. Let's focus on these fans first. So I actually think this one fan is just plugged into this extension. So that may be pretty handy because I won't have to unplug it from the motherboard for now. Can we just pull it out from here? Yes, we can. Cool. Right, let's focus on this fan first. We'll focus on the rear fan first. Let's take this one out. Let's see how we're looking. I really like this. Is another time as well where I'm starting to feel like the LTT. I'm going to turn it around. Go the other way. You guys can still see it. How's that? That's okay. That's enough. I'm seeing a lot of videos now on the LTT screwdriver, and it's actually getting me a little bit eager, you know, because it does actually look really nice. And as much as I love my iFixit kit, this kind of doesn't quite match up because I've got this one, and I got this ridiculously long screwdriver, which is a bit too big for certain things, unless you're screwing in a motherboard or coolers, stuff like that. So let's just go for this for now. Maybe one day I'll invest in a nice new screwdriver, and it would be nice. So I better keep these screws to one side. I should really use my magnetic tray for this, but the problem is that I actually need to organize my tray, which is a bit annoying, because, oh, it's over there, I probably can't reach it from here. It's just got an absolute ton of screws. I don't know what they're for or where they're supposed to be going, so I'll keep them safe to the side for now over here. Right, so if we focus on this rear fan, what dongle is that? I've got a dongle plugged in. Ah, I know what it is. It's for my Sennheiser headset. That would be what that is for. You have to let me know how the actual audio is sounding, because I'm using these Fine, I can't remember how they're pronounced. But the mic on it is actually pretty good, all things considered. But like, obviously I'm walking around, so that's the best option I've got for a decent mic that sounds nice and is also slightly more mobile. But let me know how I'm sounding, and if it sounded a little too high or the music needs to change, stuff like that, just let me know. Okay, right, we've got 2 more screws, and then this fan shall pop right out. Okay, so the one thing that's going to be a bit annoying is for the fans on the bottom of this case. Now, it's cool that they're able to be bottom mounted, but the only problem is that you have to remove the feet to actually gain access to unscrew and screw them in. So I'll have to take the feet off as well. But I should have probably clarified, this is actually the Fractal Torrent Compact. And I actually reviewed this case a couple of, is that going to come through? A couple of months ago. And he's stuck. What are you doing? Come on, let's go. Actually, I can just unplug this and then figure it out. Come on. Oh, there we go. I could probably just pull it through the other side, actually. Would that be easier? Let's see. It's coming through. We're jamming. What are you jamming on? Ah, we got it. It's okay. Right, that's fine. Okay, one fan uninstalled. That's cool. So let's dump this somewhere out the way. That can just go over there. Cool. Right. Let's find out where these 140mm fans are plugged into. So we got obviously there's the 2 fans for, well, I'm not 100% sure. I might just have to start unplugging stuff and see when stuff comes out, you know. I should really check though, but I'm guessing it's these braided ones is probably the ones for Noctua ones. It's been so long since I've been in this system. They're so difficult to know where I put everything. I'm pretty certain that these braided cables are the ones for this fan, so we should be okay. Okay, and then we're gonna plonk this back down, and down it goes. Am I jamming on something? Cool. That's cool. Just a little cable there. That's fine. And switch it back so you guys can see from the bird's eye view. See, we got a multicam setup. It's all going pretty well at the moment. So, make sure that's a bit more in shot for you guys. So we need to actually remove the feet from here. Where are these screws? Can we see where these are? Ah, here we go. Right. So we can get that undone by there now. I keep forgetting I'm still on showing that multi-camera bit, so it's cool though. But like, I don't know what it is, but like I've got a particular, obviously everyone does, but like a particular attachment to their main system. And it's actually cool just to sit there and actually do some work on it for the first time in quite a long time. But I'm excited. I'm hoping it's going to look good. The one thing we will have to bear in mind is if you guys do actually want to change out the cooler for an AIO, then we will have to do what I like to do when I swap coolers, especially on Ryzen, is power up the system for a bit and run something like Cinebench for a couple of minutes, just to get that film paste a bit loose, and then we can actually remove the cooler without worrying about pulling out that CPU. But it depends what you guys want. We'll see how we're looking by the time we get to that point. But we'll prioritize the fans first, and then sort out the GPU, and then we'll see how we're feeling by the time we get to that point. So, can I see these other screws? I can see them. Come here. Why are you not catching? Here we go. That's it. That's alright now. And I tell you what, I think this is probably the first time that anyone anyone that's been on the channel for quite some time has probably seen most of this room, and how much space I'm having to like contend with. You know, it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but I make do. I've built a lot of PCs in here, and it's been alright so far. But some more space would definitely be ideal. But you gotta do with what you got, isn't it? So there you go. Right, I'm guessing once this last screw comes out, this is gonna fall off. Or am I mistaken? No? Or is it because I got this front panel thing here? Let's see if we can take this off first. And then... Okay. Ah, there we go. So it was stuck on the front. Cool. I should have probably taken the front panel off first, and then we would have been okay. So let's just plunk that down to there. Okay. And we can... Well, that's a bit caught on the back leg as well. Right, let's get this last one. Now, I really should be organising these screws, but we're improvising. We're figuring things out. So let's take both of these out. I'm not quite sure whether I even uninstalled these legs before, or feet, when I first installed these. So I'm wondering how I did it before. It's been quite a while, I just can't remember, so I don't know. That's the other thing why it'd be nice to get a new screwdriver. I think the magnetic tip on this is going, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. Come on. Also make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, but there still. Let's put that back. Right, does this screw want to come out? I feel like I'm endlessly screwing this screw. Come on. The magnetic tip on this is gone, I think. You gonna come out if I do this? Come on. Don't be shy. We'll revisit that screw in just a second. We'll see how it's looking. Right, let's move on to the next one. So, once I've got these two fans uninstalled, we'll actually run through the options for the fans that I'm thinking. And I think they're pretty good. The only thing that's going to be a problem is the fact that the second option, the two fans aren't 140 mils. So I would be going down in size ever so slightly, depending whether we went for those or not. But we'll still figure it out when we get there. We just got these last... You can get in there. There we go. That's fine. It's just too therapeutic, you know, just going through and actually just building something. Just taking the time to relax and do some maintenance from time to time. Come on. Last one. Here we go. And is this one just going to pop off as soon as I do this last screw? Oh no, because we got that one that's stuck at the top for some reason. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. But, let's see. Is this one done? No. Come on. You know you want to come out. Is that it? Come on. Nope. We got some finicky screws today. Why are they not want to come out? Oh. That one's off. That's cool. Right, we got one. This one that's like stuck up here. What's going on with this one? Do you want to come out, bro? Or are you going to just hang around there? Ah, there we go. He's being a bit annoying, but we got there in the end. It's totally fine. So, is this just going to come off? No. Why is that one stuck? Ah, there we go. It slides off. Okay. It's cool. So, we got both of the legs, or feet, off. So, that's cool. We can now... oh, of course, we got to take off this dust filter as well. Place that down by there. Okay, right. Now we have access to the screws for this fan. Awesome. Right, so let's get these. I didn't even. So I didn't even bother screwing those ones in. I just didn't bother like taking the thing off entirely. That's what it is. So, never mind. It worked. Oh, this screwdriver's too small. See, this is my problem. I have to go for the longer one. It's like unnecessarily long for the kind of job that it's going to be useful. Oh well. Even more incentive to get that brand new LTT one. Or even if I should go with an LTT screwdriver in the first place, I don't know. But like, I don't know. It's a bit different, you know. And some of the videos I'm seeing on it is really like tempting me. Besides the one for Jay's 2 cents, where he dropped it and it immediately broke. Now, hopefully that's like a bit of a unique situation, but it would still be good to know that that's not going to happen if you accidentally dropped it, like only once. But it's one of those things. Good to do a bit of research on it. And oh, we dropped a screw. Where's the screw? There we go. We got the screw. It's fine. You go back there. Right. Is this going to come out on its own accord? It's a little stuck on something on the back. Let's have a look. It's coming through. It's coming through. It's just a little bit tangled up on something. What fan is that? Or is that the fan? Oh no, that's for the fan splitter. That's what it is. Right, that's what I'm thinking of. Right, you can dangle outside but there while I try and finagle this. I can actually reach it for this little bottom bit, but here. Oh, here we go. And that's it. Nice. 140mm fan uninstalled. Cool. Right, last one. And then I can show you guys what we have on offer to put in the actual case. Let's go. So, the options we have as well are from both Be Quiet and Corsair. So, I will show you guys once I get these final 2 screws out. But either way, I think it's going to be a pretty cool way to get this system going. Now, actually, while I got this here, I should probably clarify how. Well, just I didn't mention about the actual internals of this system itself. So, just to clarify, we're actually rocking a Ryzen 9 3900 XT, which is a 12-core, 24-thread CPU, paired with 32GB of 3200 speed memory, Corsair Vengeance. And then we also got obviously this NHU12A from Noctua Chromax version. Absolutely awesome cooler. If you haven't seen my review on it, take a look. But we're on B450, which was kind of like the ride or die choice a couple of years ago. And it served me very well for quite some time, but I am starting to see some limitations as we're going through on it. And most notably, there's things like NVMe support, because we actually only have one PCIe Gen 3 slot on the board, which is a little bit limiting in the actual storage options I can actually use for it. And also just the actual connectivity itself. Like this case has a USB Type-C port on the front. I've never used it because I don't have a USB Gen 2 type, what's it called? USB 3.2 Gen 2 port connector. These USB standards are so annoying nowadays, but basically, can't use the USB-C on the front. I've only got one USB-C port on the rear. So I'm very limited, especially when a lot of devices are using USB-C nowadays. So that's one of the key things for when I upgrade to Ryzen 7000 series. But also, a bit more of a minor nitpick, but this board has a really awkward place for its USB 3.0 header, because it's actually like, I can't really fit it unless I put it over the top of this fan bit here, which is a little bad looking, I know. But maybe I can fix that, like if I can get a board that has a connector on the side instead. Again, that's a nitpick anyway, but just one of the things I'm contending with the decision for getting a new well, platform in general. It's actually just going to fall. That's all the screws, I think. Yes. That's cool. It's just being held up by whatever's underneath. So, that's uninstalled. Can we get that cable through? I don't like to generally tug on stuff, but like, needs must and all that jazz. It's probably because I've got it caught on something underneath us. Much more slack. Oh! I hope that was a good thing. That's cool. Right, sweet. Nice. That is all the fans. actually uninstalled. Obviously, the other thing to bear in mind is if we were to go for a 240mm cooler in the front, these 180mm fans would have to come out, which is a shame because they're beastly fans. And you can actually put them in the bottom, but you need an M80X motherboard. And I've got an ATX motherboard. So we can only keep these if we keep an air cooler. This is the choice we have to contend with on here. But before we carry on, let's go have a look at the options we have for the fans we're going to put in the system. So, starting off with our Be Quiet option, we've got these Light Wings fans from Be Quiet, which are like the ones like the LED circle around the fan itself. These look really nice, to be fair. I'm quite a fan of how these actually look in a system. So we've got 3 of these, so we could go for 1 in the rear and then 2 in the bottom for intake. So yeah, should clarify. So 2 intake in the bottom, 1 exhaust in the back. Like I said, I've only got 120, so I would be like sort of downgrading a slight bit. But these fans are great though, so I wouldn't mind going for those if it were the case. So it could be a bit of a choice to go for on there. And then the other choice we have is, if I can reach them, these Corsair ML Pro RGB fans. And these are like absolute classics. They're great to use, great fans overall, and also really great RGB on them. I've got 2 120mm ML Pro RGB fans, and I've also got 2 140 ones. So the 120 might go to waste, not being used, I would think. But the 2 140s could go underneath in the bottom for intake. So those are the options we're working with. We either go for the Corsair ML fans, or we go for the Light Wings. So sound off, see what you're fancying in the chat. If you want to go for these, let me know. If you want to go for these, also let me know. And we'll see which one's taking the side of what we're going to go for. But first off, while we're waiting for that, there is one thing we have to do. So we actually need to swap out the cable for our GPU. If I switch back to the bird's eye view, you can see we've got a bit of like a change here. So we've actually got these cables from Cable Mod, which are these sort of braided. They're more like paracord, something you could say it is. I can't quite remember, but they're not the same as this. Now, obviously, I had to swap this out because I wanted to keep a red cable when I had my 3060 Ti in here, so I thought I'd keep it matching a little bit. But obviously, for this is an 8-pin connector. We can't actually use this on the 3080 because it has the 12-pin connector. And we could go for the dreaded 12-pin connector that they give with the 3080, but this thing is absolutely horrible. There's not many ways to describe it. It's not very nice, and it's a bit ugly, truth be told. So I actually do have one of these Cable Mod cables to hand. I say to hand. It's in the box with my PSU, so I'll have to take a look at that. But if we just get this actual cable uninstalled first, that would probably be the best bet. So if we put that fan out the way over there, we'll need to pull this back up. Keep hearing me, I've got the feet, so it's a bit weird looking. We'll swap back to the main. And the one thing I love about this case, I actually really like having a top-mounted PSU. I find it so convenient, especially if you want to switch cables or anything. Just pop this off. That's it. You can actually screw this down, but it hasn't been really an issue for me, so I just keep it as is. And then we got the PSU right up top then, and it's easy to access if you want to switch out your cables and whatnot. So, before we continue, just get a quick drink in here. Cool. And so, we are pulling out, we got to go for the, probably switch to top down for that. We need to take out the, oh, my scenes are all over the place. Don't know what's going on. So you can see here we've got the little cables bundled up, so we can just undo this Velcro strap here for this. that's SATA, so that's for my drives I've got on the back. Where is my... I'm guessing that's... Is that it? I'm guessing that's... Right, I'm going to have to pull these out, I think, just to... Or do I? I don't know. I'm trying not to undo too much of the cable management at the moment, just to not lose it. Right, that's out. Okay. And then we can pull that through. And I'll just take the extension off this. Right, and that's off. So we got the actual like cable itself off. That's cool. And then we need to pull the extension through then as well. We can swap it back. Cool. Yeah, just pull the cable through the front. It should not have... It shouldn't be caught on anything, I would think. Oh, I lied. It's caught on a Velcro strap. And it's coming through. Nice. So that's out. Now, I need to track down that cable. I believe... Let's take a quick look. I probably should have pulled it out of the box before I started the stream, but I try my best to prepare, and sometimes something goes by the wayside. So, actually, while I'm here, I have got this I can show. So this is one of the 240mm fans on offer. So we 240mm fans, 240mm AIO. So we could go for the silent loop too. It's 240mm AIO. And it's got an RGB block on the front, so that's pretty cool. Could add to things a little bit. Dressable RGB, so we could do something with that. The other AO on offer would be, I don't have it in the box currently because I've just gutted it from a system, would be the Pure Loop. I'm not sure really showing as well. What are we doing? You got the Pure Loop from Be Quiet as well. Now it does have lighting on the block, but it's only a white LED. So not as cool, but that is one of the options. But I do like the fact that it's got a decoupled pump, as you can see here. So it actually takes the pump away from the block itself, and makes for some interesting use cases you actually install it with. But that could be one of the options we go for. So you have to sound off in the chat for one of those as well, if you want it. If you don't, we'll just stick to the air cooler, because the NH-U12A is a great cooler anyway, and I'm still happy to use it. It's just thinking of ideas, that's all, what would work best. Right, I need that cable, don't I? So, I'm pretty certain it's in this box. Let's take a look. So, the power supply, just in case you're curious, is the... zip ties. Got some zip ties I forgot about. Is the RMX 850 from Corsair. Great power supply, I haven't had any problems with it. I actually upgraded to it when I got my 3080, because it was one of the best reviewed power supplies when it came to 3000 series. And some of the potential issues you could have with transient power spikes. And this does it perfectly, it has no problems. I haven't had any shutdowns because of it. And it's been okay. And here we go. Here's the cable. Sorted. So, we can get this plugged in ready. And then by the time we're done with that, we're going to make a choice on what fans we're going to go for. Let's have a look. Okay. Which end we got? Alright, I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to see very well unless I actually like pull some cables out just to like get this plugged in. So let's turn this around. And we're going to switch things over to the top view again. Here we go. And this little like remote is pretty handy. I used to use this for my HD PC, but for a situation like this where you just need something on hand, it's pretty cool. Okay. Let's see. I can always pull this back. So let's pull some cables out of here just so we can see what we're plugging in. Oh, we're stuck on a cable. That's why. We got the CPU power. Oh no, that's where it's plugged in underneath. I'm pulling with the wrong thing. I'm pulling all the wrong places. That's my bad. I can't actually see where the GPU plugs in. Okay, I might be able to reach it from here now. Let's see. Okay. If we were to go... Is that the correct way? Let's go for this. So let's try and get this back one plugged in first. I should really just pull it out and do it like the correct way. But we're making do. Right, that's the first one plugged in. Next one. Let's go. Next one. That feels like it's in to me. Wise words to live by. It's in. Okay, right, so now that that's sorted, I don't know if I should rush too much to start like getting some of this cable managed right now, because obviously we gotta do some cable management for these fans. So I'm just gonna tuck these back where they came from for now, up here, along with our ATX power. Tell you what, these cables have gone a bit of stiff at the moment. So it's just because they've been stuck like this for so long. Yeah, I can stay like that for now, and we'll sort it out. That was in there before, right? That's neat enough for now. But then we've got this cable. I'm not gonna. Well, maybe I could poke it through ready. So let's just plonk it in here. Is that coming through? Are we caught on a cable? No. We're fine. Right, just to keep it out the way. Okay. So, I think I'm going to take it on the chat's behalf to say what fans we can go for. I'm weighing up my options, so I'm thinking if we go for the Lightwings fans, we have an RGB controller we can plug into, and funny enough, there's a controller. That's a good question. I must have there's an RGB strip along the top of the PSU section, like going along here, which is plugged in. Have I got that plugged in straight to my motherboard, or is it in an RGB connector? That'd be a good thing to find out. I think it's just plugged straight in. Yeah, right, I can see it on there in the bottom corner. So we could also get it plugged into this, I'm thinking. Still gotta use a controller. But the problem is, if I was to go with the Corsair fans, if I can pick them up, is that these require kind of like two hubs altogether, which is a bit irritating. Because we've got... Okay, so here's the Be Quiet one. And so we've got the actual cables, like the fans plug into this hub here. And then you've got this SATA power for the RGB hub itself. And then we've also got this, which plugs into the motherboard. That's a pretty decent setup, all things considered, for RGB as it goes. But then, we've got, for Corsair, we've got an RGB hub, so the fans actually plug into this hub. And then, in order to control it, you have to plug them. I've got the cable hanging on there. You have to plug it into the Lighting Node Pro as well. So that's two controllers, two sets of SATA power. Weighing up the options. But let's see how we're looking. So Tech Lab UK, thanks for stopping by. Be Quiet and Nice, not a fan of Corsair to be honest, so that would sway it. We'll tell you what, because you're the first one to stop by, we're going with Be Quiet. That's what we're going to go for. Like I said, the one disadvantage is going to be the fact that we're dropping down. We did have two 140mm fans in the bottom of the Torrent Compact. And so we would be downgraded because I've only got the 120s. So I'm kind of, this whole build is, like, this whole video is just form over function, in all honesty. So, because you're here, we're going to go for Be Quiet, and it should be fine. Or do I? I'm so torn. No, we're doing it. We're going Be Quiet, because it's got less cables to plug in. That's the best way to do it. So we're going Be Quiet. We're settled now. Okay. So the one thing I should probably contend with is whether we have enough SATA power for the actual RGB hub itself. Let's take a look. Okay. We've got, if I think about it now, so I can show on the front. And we can switch that camera over. So what we got plugged in altogether? So we got two 2.5-inch drives. Do I have... Oh, I have a third one. Yes! I did not know. What's with the sad face and then the happy face? Something made you happy, but something was sad beforehand. We don't want any sadness going on in the stream right now. But anyway, that's handy. I'm quite glad I don't have to plug in another bloody SATA cable. So, that saves us a bit of effort. Okay, so, I actually think... Ooh, we'll have to install the RGB hub on this 2.5-inch caddy. So we can take this out. And what screws would I use for this? Out of curiosity, what am I using for these? Not that it really matters. It doesn't need much to get screwed in. I'm just using motherboard ones. That'll do the job. Right, I should probably slide back in. Get in, you. What are you doing? How does it go back in? Ah, right, okay. It goes like that. Okay, that's fine. We in? Doesn't feel like we're in. No, we are. We're good. I shouldn't have doubted it. It's totally fine. Okay, so I should probably try and find... I'm certain I must have some like random motherboard screws that would do the job for this. Let's have a look. What we got? We're not being too picky here. We're just going for whatever fits for this, you know. Ha! There's one. I had some to the side. Where's another one? Or am I gonna have to go through my bag of screws? Oh no, I got one. I can see it. I can see it. We got one here. Two's all we need. Two will do the job absolutely fine. Pass it in do. Hey bro. Hey bro to you. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, we're doing a bit of maintenance on the system and going for some form of a function. So we're swapping out the fans for some RGB Be Quiet fans. And there is the potential, depending how the chat feels, we may actually change out our cooling solution from a 120mm fan air cooler to a 240mm AIO. So you guys let me know how you're thinking in the chat, whether you'd like to go for that. There are pros and cons, but like we'll get to that when we get to that part of the video. But for now, though, we need to get an RGB hub installed on here. So I should probably do this the right way because... or is that the right way? If I was to do it like that, and I got the cables coming out the bottom, or would it be a better idea up the top? I'm not sure. Like, it's still... No, actually, it might be a bit tight. We'll put it upright, like that way, just to be safe. Bro, tell us your PC specifications. So I did say earlier on in the stream, but tell you what we'll do. Before we get this set up, let's flip things around. I'm going to show you guys from the front to be a bit of a better view. So, let's flip it all the way around. Okay, so we can see from the front again now. So starting again, we've got a Ryzen 9 3900 XT for our CPU, which is a 12-core, 24-thread CPU. It was actually reviewed fairly poorly back in the day, I want to say. More so because you were paying the actual MSRP for the 3900X a couple of months later and only gaining 200 megahertz more and also the T at the end of it as well. But I actually got it cheaper than the 3900X at the time, so I think it was okay. And I also got bit of an additional better bin CPU, so that's fine. And that's installed in the MSI B450 Pro Carbon Wi-Fi, which is, like I said earlier on, it's actually limited me a little bit in some of the things I can do, and is one of the main reasons that I am looking to upgrade to Ryzen 7000 series. Some of that being some of the support for NVMe drives, like I'm still stuck on PCIe Gen 3. Bit of a limiting factor when it comes to actual like amount of drives I can install. So if I installed a drive in the second M.2 slot there, that's actually on PCIe Gen 2. Not optimal, it's not the best. But then we've also got 32GB of Corsair Vengeance LPX memory running at 3200 speed, which is pretty fine. It's a pretty good kit of memory. I haven't had any issues with it. But apart from that, the other like not so interesting things, we've got a WD Black SN750 250GB boot drive, and then you saw the two 2.5-inch WD Blue SSDs. They're both 1TB. And then we've also got a Corsair RMX 850W power supply. So, and also this is the Torrent Compact from Fractal, just to clarify. But yeah, like I said, we may switch out this cooler depending how the chat feels. You guys get the vote on whether we go for this or if we go for an AIO. See how it goes. But like I said, if we do, I will have to power up the system. This system's been powered off for about 2 days now since the last Tech Flashback episode. So I'd have to power up the system just to loosen the film paste a little bit, because we don't want to risk pulling out our CPU. But we'll do that as like the very last thing once we've done everything else. Okay, I've talked a lot. Let's move on to this so we can actually get this fan hub installed. So we said we were going to install this way up. So if I were to do that, I would need to have it like this. And we're lazy boying it. I know there's 4 screw holes, but like, does anyone actually screw in there? Does anyone take the effort to actually plug in every single screw in this? I'd be very surprised. Especially for 2.5-inch drives. You just don't need it. I know for like a mechanical drive, you got your, like there's moving parts with mechanical drive. So obviously you need to actually make sure that you're keeping it as secure as possible. 2.5-inch, who cares? Like, it's not gonna, you can literally just duct tape it in. It's totally fine. Why don't you use liquid cooler in this PC? So I did previously, and then I fancy changing to an air cooler for the time being, because I just reviewed this cooler. Well, it's nearly a year ago now, actually, but I wanted to go for this, just to change it up. And it's a great cooler from Noctua. It's the NSU12A Chromax version. And I've had no problems with it. But sometimes, you know, like, fancy changing things out a little bit and see how it goes. I should probably clarify what the coolers are that are on offer. They're both from Be Quiet. Let me just show you guys real quick, just in case you missed it from earlier on. So the coolers that we have on offer, there's first the Be Quiet Pure Loop, which is a 240mm AIO, so we can mount it in the front. This does have only a white LED, so it's a little boring to look at compared to the other cooler I'm going to show you. But it's still a great all-in-one. It's got this decoupled pump, which is pretty useful depending on where you're installing it. But then the other option we have, if I can find it before I drop this cooler down a hole, is the Silent Loop 2 from Be Quiet. That's the other option we could go for. So it does have addressable RGB on the block itself. It doesn't have the decoupled pump, which actually means because they're using an Acertech Panther, they can't actually sell this cooler in the US, which is a very strange thing. So only if you're in Europe or in the UK you can get this. I'm not sure about like any sort of like Eastern countries, what it's like for availability there. I don't know what Acertech's pattern is like. It might vary anyway. But those are the 2 options on offer. Otherwise, we'll just stick with the air cooler. I'm happy enough. It's whatever you guys want to see. Is air good for your PC CPU temp control? What do you mean if the air cooler is still good for this CPU? Been totally fine. If I run a full load on the Cinebench, doesn't really go up past 70C much, which is totally fine for a 12-core CPU with a 105 watt TDP, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. It's been quite a while since I've seen that, so yeah, it's still a great cooler nonetheless. But it's whatever, like, it's whatever people feel like. Sometimes it's nice. The only thing that's going to be a problem is the fact that I would have to switch out the 2 fans on the front of the case. So you can see here, we're actually using 2 180mm fans from Fractal, which come with this case. Now, these are absolutely beastly fans. And as much as I love them, I'm only really going to put my cooler in the, well, my radiator in the front. So I would have to take these fans out, which is a bit of a shame, because they're such unique fans, really. Because I've tried to get in touch with Fractal Design, with Fractal. And I'm like, when are you going to come out with a dual 180mm radiator or AIO? I know you can get a radiator from like a different brand, but like I want to see a dual 180mm AIO, because that would be insane with this case. But one can dream. Anyway, right, I'm doing an awful lot of talking. I can still talk, but I need to talk and build. So let's get this Rgb Hub installed, and we can actually get some fans plugged in as well then. Right, let's turn in. Let's have a look. Noise airflow, exactly. So, am I sacrificing it if I take these fans out and go for an all-in-one? That's the question. So, but as I said, this build is all about, not this build, this stream is all about form over function. It sounds a bit horrible, but it's just trying things out, you know. So, we've got this on the SSD caddy, or 2.5-inch caddy, not just for SSDs. Let's switch this back around, and we can get it slotted back in. Let's go. Drop this back down very gently. Whew. We're safe. We're fine. Absolutely fine. Nice to meet you, bro. See you later. Good luck. Well, thanks for stopping by. It was nice to chat with you. And, yeah, we're going to get this slotted in here now. And I think I've actually maxed out my 2.5-inch mount options. Unless there's any on the front. I don't think there is. I might be misremembering on there. Let's go. So, what have we got? Slotting in? Oh, nah, bro. Slot in. No. Oh, I've realized an issue. It's going to be a bit difficult to plug these in. So I'm reckoning I'll plug this in. I'll get this slotted in after. But I'm going to have to plug the fans in first. 'Cause it's going to be a bit tight next to that SSD. I'm hoping it'll still fit. We'll see. Otherwise, we can always plug them in just on this side, at least. But I'm just thinking about that strip at the top. So we'll have to see how it goes. So we'll keep this to one side for now ready. But we'll start getting some fans screwed in. So, let's go for these bottom mounted ones. Now, I'm a bit unsure about what it's going to be like with the RGB on the bottom of these. Because of the fact that I think, like... Well, let's get these fans out a minute. I can show you. So, come here. Too many fans out. No, because it's not... I don't know how well it's going to show from the underneath, if I'm being totally honest. I could be wrong, but like we'll see how it looks anyway. So, first things first, we're going to have to actually pass through the cable for this. Oh, I did have a zip tie on there just to make it a bit neater. So, let's pull that down and start feeding this through. So we can actually go like that. I might actually just pull it out. Oh, would that be a good idea? No, I should do it right and push it through there as it should be. So, let's try and get that first one through. I can't even feel that from here. Come on. We got an awkward one. Really? Right, what's going on? Oh, I putting it through the wrong place. Let's see. It feels like the camera's used to show your face better is better than the camera used to show the PC. Yeah, I was a bit unsure on like which way to swap it around. It would have been maybe better to go with that camera over here. Like I said, this is the point of this setup, to see if we're actually getting the setup right. Because I've never actually done a full build setup on stream. So I might swap it around so we have the Logitech C920 up the top. Potentially. That'd be an idea for the next stream. So that'd be fine. Right, we need to actually fit this in through the slot on here. Can we get it to go? You gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? Come on. Right, I actually think the SSDs may be blocking it on the back. Let me take a quick look. And we can see what's going on. Is it blocking it? It is. So what? I'm going to have to pull that SSD out to fit the cable through. That's a pain. But the things we need to do, you know, that's what it is. Unless I can... Maybe I can finagle it a little bit. We'll see how it looks. So let's see if we can actually fit it through. And we'll see how we're looking. So let's turn this so you guys can obviously see what's going on as well. Let's plunk this down over here. And let's see if we can fit this through. What we got? Can we see that? Right, that's going on underneath there. We don't want it to go underneath that. We need to poke through that little bit but there. Let's tell you what we're going to do. We're going to uninstall this very quickly. And see if we can squeeze through. Let's try this again now. I know this isn't the best angle, but you're not missing much. I'm just trying to pull a cable through on the case. It doesn't like it. Ah, let's go. Come on, I can feel it. Ah, we got the first one. We got one cable through. That's a good start. So, where's the other bit? I can pass through, but there. Nice. We got one through. Whew. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but it fits through. And we need to go through there. You've probably been asked this a lot, but what are the specs of the PC you're building? This is the third time we've said on the stream. I'm going to have to leave an answer in the chat or something like that. But 12-core Ryzen 9 3900 XT. That's the CPU, and it's plugged into the MSI B450 Pro Carbon Wi-Fi for the motherboard. And then we got 32GB of Corsair Vengeance LPX memory. And we've also got a RM850X power supply from Corsair. And we're in the Fractal Torrent Compact, and we've got a ton of storage. But never mind. I should probably maybe plug that somewhere in the thing. I need someone sounding off with the specs in the chat. That's what it is. Right. We need to pull this fan cable through. So where are you going to? You over there. Is it going to fit? Right, he's being shy. He doesn't want to poke out. This way. Come on. Nope. Right, we're pulling this out. It's really just getting in the way. This is such a pain to squeeze through. Come on. Very strong. I know. This is the struggle. Oh, I can see the cable now. So if I could just push it up. We got it. Hooray. That took way too long. Much longer than it should have. Okay, so if we pull this through as much as we need to. Okay. That's for there. And now, plug this back in. If it wants to. And then the SATA data cable. Boom. That's how it's done. Yeah, boy. Screw that back in. Nice. Whew. That was a lot more effort than I expected for just pulling a damn cable through. Okay, so we won't worry about plugging that in. We're just going to get it screwed in for now. So, if we drop this back down. And then we'll switch things up. And go for top down. And yeah, so I think that's looking pretty good there. We can line that up with... Okay, I can see where it lines up on the mounts. I'm not going to tighten it down all the way, but we're at least going to get it screwed in a little bit, and then we can figure out the positioning as we go along. Okay, and we're going to use our oversized screwdriver because it's got the best torque on it. It's always a good idea. Okay, so let's just go from there and get that screwed in. And let's make sure you guys can see it from there. Okay, we've got one screw in. Good start. What we got? Let's go for just two, and then we'll figure out the positioning after. Okay. So that's one fan half installed, kind of. So if we need to move it along, we might have to loosen it a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Let's get this second one installed, and then we'll figure out exactly where we're going to have these fans positioned before we carry on. So we got another one. Here we go. And we can actually feed this one through one of these grommets, which is going to be a lot easier to do. So let's pull this up just for a second, just so it's a bit easier for me to feed it through and actually get it plugged in. Well, not plugged in, just get it threaded to where it's supposed to be. Okay. And the only problem is, again, I did mention the fact my USB 3.0 connector is on the bottom of the case, so it kind of bundles up and doesn't look very nice at all. But it's fine, it'll do for now. That'll be one of the cool things I can not worry about when I switch over to Ryzen 7000 series, potentially. But we'll have to see how it goes. Okay, so I really should make these lined up. That'll work, just so the sticker doesn't look weird, you know. Always got to think about the sticker positioning. That's the main thing, you know, when it comes to doing your fans. Or you could be like some people, just do not care whatsoever, you know. Depends what you're into. Okay. Get that untangled. And then we'll just go underneath. And just poke it out at the bottom. Right, that's the addressable RGB cable through. And then we need to just punk through our 4-pin cable for the BWN connector. Is that going to fit through? Doesn't look like it right now. Come on. What am I touching? I'm not even in the right place. These fingers have no idea where they're at. Okay, and let's pull this through. There we go. Right. And we're going to switch back in 3, 2, 1. Poor timing. I should have already been on that camera, but my bad. We're figuring things out. Like I said, it's a test stream. Before we carry on, let's just get a little sippy sip before we continue. Cool. Right, we need more fan screws. And we got them. Nice. I have a sneaky suspicion. I'm not quite sure how good these fans are going to look in the bottom of this as what's it called? Bottom mounted intakes. If it doesn't look that good, maybe I'll switch it out like at a later date, but we're just trying things out for now. Maybe it would have been a bit more ideal, maybe, if I had... if you've ever seen the QL fans from Corsair, they have like an RGB ring, but it's actually on the back of the fan as well. So that looks pretty cool. At least with this, I should have some good illumination underneath the case, which is pretty cool. Okay, so they're both partially screwed in. Are they going to move? That one does. So we can move that one. We want to try and get more direct airflow for the GPU, essentially. So if I were to have it... Is that about as far as it'll move? Yeah, that's as far as it goes, but there. So that could be okay, actually. Let's loosen this one just a tad, just so we can position it how we want. And then we can settle on that and get the feedback on. That's as far as that one goes. That positioning seems okay to me. I think if we just have that as is, and think about the positioning of our card, yeah, I think that's going to be totally fine. Okay. We're going to lock them down. So we got the 2 screws in. We'll just get these tightened up, and then we need to find some more fan screws. I may have to dig out from the collection, but we'll see how it goes. We got this one. And I'm not going to bother plugging in any fans until they're all installed, and then we'll figure out like what we're going to do for cable management or whatnot. And I think we'll be looking pretty good. Like I said, depending on what you guys feel, like we'll go for an all-in-one if that's what you're feeling like. But otherwise, we'll just go for this. Like, there's still a great cooler, but I'm perfectly happy with it. But see how we're feeling when we get there. Okay, so we've got another fan we need to plug in. Can I feed this one through, or am I going to have it upright? It might be easier if we move the case upright for this fan, particularly. At least this one is a bit easier to see on the main cam. So, let's move that. Oh no, I didn't even do the 2 fans on the 2 screws. We'll find them after. Let's sort this one out, and then we'll figure out the other ones then. So, it always does my head in, because like this is like the ideal position, like this. Then the stickers are going the other way. Oh well, it's fine. Right, can we feed this through? I'm gonna try and do both at the same time. We're doubling it. We're doubling it this time and going all out. Am I poking in the right place? Right, I feel one. I feels it. Let's go. That's the RGB cable. We can pull that through. What about the... it's a shame. I couldn't do the double. It was too much to ask of myself at this time. Okay. Those are both through. So now I can go... And in we go. So now we need some fan screws. Now, this is where I probably should have planned a little more. Oh no, we might be okay. I can just start threading it a little bit by hand, just to get us started. Let me go for this. Just get this first one tightened, just make things easier for ourselves. That's cool. Then we need another fan screw. It feels like a bit of a bigger one. Sure, should I go? Yeah. I might have some odd sizes going on. That's partially screwed, and then we can go like this. Cool. And we're threaded. Cool. That's fine. So, do I have enough fan screws lying about? I'll probably have to dig some out. But let's get these ones screwed in as much as they need to be for now. Go for that. And that. Okay. Yeah, that one screw wasn't feeling it. You know, it was it's like it didn't want to do it. We got that. And we need to, oh yeah, we definitely have to get some more for the bottom. I need to remind myself, don't forget to screw the rest of the screws in for the bottom fans. And in we go with there. Okay. We're all good? Right. That fan is fully installed. Right, back to the ones on the bottom. We need to actually get those finished off. I kind of forgot to do it. So let's move this back down. And then we'll also get the feet and... what's it called? Oh, and the filter plugged back in as well. That's cool. Right. That's a fan screw. Let's get that screwed in as well. Any chance you can judge my budget PC setup? 1K-ish budget. Well, how about you join the PC Jack Discord, and there's actually a channel where you can share all your builds, and if you share on there, I'd love to check it out on there, and obviously you can share it with the community as well. So a link for that is in the video description if you are interested to join. But yeah, feel free to send on there. I'd love to check it out. Any idea, like, could you list the specs off in the chat? I'd like to know as well. Okay. That was a very loose screw. Maybe that's, maybe the thread's gone on it? Well, it's fine. It's holding it there. Is that it? Yeah, that's another fan screw. That's cool. Okay, and then we got this last one done. That's cool. Okay, that's screwed in. Right. That's done. That's what I should have done in the first place. Right, this was the one that was a bit larger than the other fan screws. Let's see. I can actually show you guys how unorganized my magnetic screw tray is. Let's press something. I don't know what it was. Yeah, this is how organized my screw tray is. Show you guys. Yeah. So maybe sometime I should just do like a screw organization stream where I'm just organizing my screws. That would have been interesting. Slick advertising. I know you helped me plug that perfectly there. That's really good. Which channel? There's a what's it called? I'm gonna have to double check that. I'm sure there was a builds channel. Let me double check for you. I think it is called just builds in general. Otherwise, just share it on. Let's have a look. I forget. Yeah, there's PC builds. So if you go under tech on the Discord, there's a PC builds section on there. And yeah, share on there. I'd love to see it. I need to actually get the screws that I was looking for. So how many we do need? Just one? Yeah. Oh no, we need two. Am I really going to color match my fan screws? Seriously, just don't care. We're going silver. Let's go all at it. Do I even have any other silver ones? We got one special silver screw. That's what it is. 12-day stream. I wish. No. I got things to do. But, you know, if we could, we would. I am talking to Jerry about doing some sort of charity stream sometime soon. And I'm sat on something. Oh, fans. I'm surrounded by only fans. It's absolutely horrifying. Yeah, talking with Jerry about doing some sort of charity stream sometime soon. Maybe something for Movember, maybe? I still haven't decided if I'm going to do Movember or not. It's been a couple of years since I had a mustache, so I'm a bit torn if I'd be interested to do it, you know. But maybe do like an 8 to 12 hour charity stream. That could be something pretty cool to try out. I have no idea what we would play. I'm not typically much of a game streamer. I stream games from time to time on Twitch, but like, I don't know. I need to get on Halo. Like, he's trying to get me on there, but I just haven't got around to it. Or Warzone as well, but could be interesting. Is that screw even? Oh no, it's threading. It's threading. We're good. And I feel like it's never-ending thread going on. Is it going in? I don't know. Well, it's secure enough. And then we got one little special silver screw right in the bottom, just to top it off. Okay. That is all of the fans slotted in. So now we need to actually get these fans plugged in. Oh no, before we do, we got to get that the feet sorted on here. So I probably best off getting the fan filter, which is down here. Which way is it? I can't remember. Figure it out. And it just slots in. Okay, now we can put the feet back on. Where are the feet? I can't even remember where I put them. Ah, here we go. Doesn't matter which way they go. I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure that was on the back. I think. Yeah, that's it. So I'm guessing that just slots in like so. And I'm gonna have to just line it up with the holes. Any hole's a goal, you know. You just gotta find it and line it up. Alright, can I see? It doesn't help that my eyes absolutely suck. But I think we're lined up. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, we're in. That's cool. It's lining up, so it's totally fine. This is why I need a sit-stand desk, because it'd be so useful for stuff like this. One day, you know, one can dream, you know. Right, get that one in, but there. And this is why I need an actual good screwdriver. That'd be a bit more ideal as well. But, hey, what are we going to do? What you guys can do, if you want to help the LTT Screwdriver Fund, you can drop a super chat if you feel like it. Just to help on the building. Why does that not want to go in? Is that not lined up as it should? I'm going to kill my legs one day just doing all this bending down. Go on. You can do it. I believe in you. Go, 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 go. Oh no. Why doesn't that look like? Let's go do the other side first, and then we'll get to the rest. Oh. Is that one going in? No. No? Really? Come on, like, this is like the most boring thing. We're just installing legs. We're not asking much, you know. Or do we need to... Doesn't want to go in. What's oh no, that one did go in a little bit, I think. No, it didn't. Didn't go whatsoever. God damn. Doesn't want to go in today. Our build desk is a stand-up one. We're so annoyed building on a low one. This is the struggle I have. The only solution I'd have for this is maybe if I built in my kitchen. But that's a whole different kerfuffle. We're having to swap things around. And get set up. Oh. Get in, yo ho. Oh, we catching? I don't know. Is it gonna do it? That's what we need to find out. I don't think it is. Let's try and do another one. Am I not lined up as I should be? I feel like I am. Or am I using the wrong screw? Oh, if I'm using the wrong screw, then that's just on me. And I should never be allowed to build a PC ever again. No. I'm using the right screws, I'm sure of it. So why don't we want a thread? One did. What about the rest of them? Let's keep it. Let's swap it. Let's figure out which screws are the right ones, and then we'll take it from there. I feel like that one's threading. Yes. We got some threading. Yes. Yeah, I think I used a different screw on that one. I hope it wasn't for anything important. Oh, should I do it right? I should. No. We're leaving it there until we figure it out. Right, I'm going to have to stand up in a second, otherwise I'm going to cut off circulation to my feet. Which would not be ideal. Because we need to finish off the string. We lined up? Yes! Yes! We got it! Oh! Right, that one doesn't want to go in. Okay. So let's take that one out. And, oh, Jesus! Whew! Oh! That's, not good on the legs, but there. Okay, well, let me send the whole thing. So I'll list them off one by one. Okay, let's hear it. So you've got a Ryzen 5 5600X. Nice. I've got one of those in my ITX rig. It's a great CPU. Arctic Freezer 34 eSports Dual CPU cooler. Nice. I'm going to take this moment to have a drink as well while I'm looking at these specs. Whew. MSI B550A Pro ATX. Nice. That's a good choice. Corsair Vengeance 3200 speed, 16 gigabytes, nice. Seagate 1 terabyte, Kingston A400 240 gig, nice. EVGA GeForce RTX 2060 6 gigabyte KO, nice. Corsair, ooh, I like the Corsair 4000D Airflow. I've got a build video with that on the channel. When I say a build video, I swapped a build into it. It's a really good case with a lot of airflow to boot. Which is awesome. EVGA BQ 500 watt power supply, nice. Corsair ML120 Pros, nice. MSI Optics 20, oh, nice. Nice monitor. And nice. Those are some good specs, mate. That sounds like a really good build. If you can get the picture across, I don't know why it is not letting you on the Discord. Maybe you have to be a member of a Discord channel for like a certain amount of time before you can post. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not much of a Discord expert, but that could be the case. I'm guessing is that you need to be. Which way am I putting this? This way? Am I being an idiot? What am I doing? No, that is it. I don't know. Yeah, you maybe have to be a member of the Discord for like a few hours before you can post a photo of it. I may be wrong, but like if you stick around, it's a good Discord to be on. So stick around, and then once you can actually send it, then feel free to do so. Picture might be too big. I think it is the actual membership thing, so you need to be a member for a certain amount of time. I'm guessing it could be that, or the picture, like you said, is too big. I know I have that problem if I'm sending not photos, videos, particularly. I'm having a much easier time with this leg. Why is that? This one is taking like way less time, and it's just going in first try. Oh, except for this, I jinxed it, I spoke too soon. No. Also running a 5600X, very good CPU, nice. Can I ask you guys a question? Have you tried overclocking your 5600X? Because I've had a lot of fun overclocking mine. And I actually did a video a while back where I tried to beat Precision Boost Overdrive myself. And I did. I don't know whether I could use it daily on those settings. But I'd be interested to know if any of you guys have overclocked your 5600X and what speed you're able to get, and especially what voltages you're running at. That'd be really good to know. Yeah, I've really enjoyed overclocking. I managed to overclock a 5600X using only an NH-U12S Redux in my NR200 case. So just goes to show how good that CPU is, especially given in a small form factor enclosure. And also, yeah, just like it's a great CPU. You could run that for a very long time. Mine has no problems running with my, well, both 3080 and the 3060 Ti, depending when the mood strikes, what I fancy playing with, you know. Very strong. Yes, very strong. Nope, never OC'd a CPU ever, though. Just never interested us. That's fair. The thing is, especially for, I either play in 1440p or 4K. I'm not seeing, sorry, I'm not going to bother screwing that other one. It's staying there, I don't care. Right, so those are in. I play 1440p and 4K, so an overclock on my CPU is not going to like do much for me unless I'm playing at 1080p, which I'm not. But GPU overclock, yes, would obviously help at like those resolutions anyway, but you're looking at like maybe single-digit performance numbers, depending what it is. Undervolting is where it's at. That's the one thing I could potentially recommend, depending on your use case. So say you were a little bit more firmly confined with your 5600X, then maybe looking at like locking the speed down a little bit wouldn't be too bad. Still worth experimenting with, just to see what you can get those Cinebench numbers up to. Still good. Have we got a wobble? What have we done? No, no. Oh no, I might be on a cable, that's why. Or am I? Whew, fine. I thought I'd like put a leg on the wrong way or something stupid, I don't know why. What are the specs of your personal PC? Whew, this will be the 4th time we've gone through it. We'll take the time here anyway, just to give myself a little breather. So, this machine has a Ryzen 9 3900 XT 12-core 24-thread CPU. And it's on the MSI B450 Pro Carbon Wi-Fi. Running with 32GB of Corsair Vengeance 3200 megatransfers per second memory. And what else is in there? I've spoken about this build so much now, but yeah, you have to look on the Discord for now, because I've run through the specs so many times on the stream, but it's not bad. But like I said, it does need an upgrade. I need to change the platform, I think, just to get some features that I'm missing out on, if I'm being totally honest. Right. Now, let's start plugging some stuff in. I do have a... Is it an extension, or... I think it's actually a one of those Noctua extensions. Like, I should probably turn this around a little bit more. I got one of these Noctua extensions on the back, so I can just plug the rear one into this. So that's nice and quick. Hooray, there's one done. Who? I'm not sure who you're talking about. Might need a bit more clarification in there what that was referring to. We're not going to worry about managing the cables until we got everything plugged in yet. So we got the RGB connectors. We'll wait until we're sorted with the actual fans themselves. Now over here, I did have a splitter I had the other fans plugged into, which I can just about reach. So we're just going to go for these. And come on. Come on. One in. Where's the other one? Is this it? That's the RGB connector. We want to use this one, so we're going to try and go through here. Okay, right, we got the actual fans plugged in themselves now, so we need to actually... the corner above it. I thought he was talking about my computer. That's what it was. But well, list your specs off. We love to hear. We want to hear about all the computers on this channel. That's the main thing. Right, this is where we need to actually. We need to feed this through at some point as well, which means we need to plug in the PSU LED strip section into this. So let's find that first, and then we can carry on. So, shouldn't take me a second to unplug. Although I think I may have run to a roadblock. Oh, it might not be too bad actually. Let's not think too quick. So I might struggle to reach the ARGB connector, which is located right under there. God damn. Can we see it? Right, I'm probably blocking it for you guys, but let's just pull this one out. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. It might be a bit difficult to plug it back in, like the actual RGB hub. Can I see that on the other side? That's the question. Let's see. Which one, lol? Well, how about you give us the specs of your favorite PC that you currently own? That'd be a good start. Is this coming out? Or is it stuck on something? Ah, it's stuck on a cable. God damn. Nope, I can see it was something else. I'll put it on a different cable. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Okay, right. We got all the things we need to plug into the RGB controller now. So, let's tell you what, to make it a bit more easier for you guys to see, we'll go back to the top-down view. Drop it down. Whew. We're making some progress. I think it won't be long. I think I'm probably just going to stick with the NHU 12A. Keep things simple. Like I said, it's a really good cooler, so I'm happy to stick with it, to be totally honest. So we got 4 RGB connectors we need to get plugged in. So we've got our hub. Let's go for our fans first. We can plug those in wrong way. That's the way we want. In there. Second fan can go in there. And then we need our third one, which is... Oh, is that going to be a bit of a... Maybe I should go... Just to give it less, like, travel, you know. We'll swap it so we got... in there. Okay, that's all the fans plugged in. We need to plug in the other one on the side for the RGB strip. That might be a little awkward, but we'll have to see how it goes. The personal system... What am I on about? The personal gaming system is a 5600X, 32GB DDR4, RTX 3070 Ti. Ooh, nice, 3070 Ti. And the Fractal Meshify 2. Nice. That is a good case, just to say. I have the Meshify C. I used to use that for the Torrent Compact, actually. And I love the Meshify C. It was such a good case. So I'd be interested to see how much better the Meshify 2 is compared to the Meshify C, at least. but I love Fractal. They do probably make my favorite cases, if I'm being totally honest. I'm a bit of a Fractal fanboy, if we're going in all honesty, you know, but I'm honestly not sure what case I would go for if I didn't have a Fractal case. I think I've got 3 Fractal cases, yeah. I got the Tom Compact, I've got the Mesh 5C, which is directly behind me in some boxes, and I also have the Fractal Define R5. Yes, Fractal Define R5 for my TrueNAS, which has got the NHP one from Noctua, which is their passive CPU cooler, which doesn't need a fan. Right, we got so many cables going on here. Is that going to slot in? Right, I feel I should plug in that connector. I can tell you guys for one thing that the one thing I hate about RGB is cable management, which is not great. Cat reveal. Are you telling me you need to check out the rest of the channel, bro? Because I can tell you for one thing, there's at least 2 videos with my cats in them. One video is a very early one, is my 50 subscriber special, where my cat, Ollie, actually reviewed the RTX 3080. It's the best review on my channel, so I recommend checking that out. And also, I did a little Christmas message just to say Merry Christmas to the subscribers, and both of my cats are in that one, just doing the cutest things possible. So you can find those. Maybe I should make a cat playlist on my channel. That might be a good idea. Right, that can go in there. And now let's try and get this wedged in. Is that... Oh, that's very tight. Can I flex that over a little bit? Part of me is just tempted to go like, yep, done. just leave it there. It's fine. Oh, it's very tight. No, I don't think that's a very good idea. Or am I just being too much of a wuss? I just need a bit of extra give, and we could fit it in like that just fine. It depends how much I care about that stupid... Oh, we may have an idea. Maybe because I don't care about changing the colors whatsoever. What if I had like a random... Oh, I need another SATA cable though. Let's take a look. Do I still have an RGB, like the Be Quiet one? I think I had one lying around. What we got? Again, this is just a box of like random stuff. Just to like point it out there. I can't see one of those. I could have sworn I had another controller, but either way, I still need to get a SATA cable out for it, and I'd rather not. That sounds really lazy. I just dropped all the screws. No. I don't know. This is what it is. But it takes... So this is what I could maybe use just for the RGB strip. We might have to, because we haven't got many other choices. But we would have to plug in another SATA cable, and I'd really rather not. Let's see how we get on. I'm going to keep this to one side for now. All the other options take my SSD out, but I'd rather not, if I'm being totally honest. What if I slide it in? Like, right, let's just try all the possible options. So, there's where it goes in like that. What if we just try to like wedge it? See how it goes. No? I don't think so. I think we're pushing our luck, because if I unplug this right now, it's going to line up perfectly, I think. Like that. It'd be so much easier if we could just have it plugged into that. I don't think I'm latching. It's just not latching on the back for some reason. Have we got anything underneath that I'm just not seeing and I'm being an idiot? Maybe that's what it is. Should be up to date. Ah, there we go. That's cool. Come on. No. It doesn't want to slot in. Or is it I'm just being a fool? Come on. It doesn't want to slot in for some reason. Oh, wait. I'm being a fool. It's in now. Okay. Can I kind of force this? That's the question. Oh, that's a bit... that's a bit risque. It'll be fine. Should be okay. Is that fully in? I think so. I don't know. I'm feeling like we shouldn't push our luck. Let's take it out. Nah, I think it's cutting a bit too close. Okay, right. Let's do some. Keep that to one side. Or if it just wants to go over there. Wait, I can just tuck it in there. It's cool. Let's see if we can just like neaten things up a little bit. We need to push this through at some point. So let's just start up here. And you know what I'm just realizing? I very rarely do cable management like this, like down. I realize it is covered up slightly by my cam, but like you're not missing much. It's just a CPU cable and whatnot. But I do quite like that. If I do move the camera over, so you can see it a little easier. Right? We'll put me up there for now. There's these little Velcro straps that actually go on the outside of the case, so you can use it to route your power cable all the way down here, just to keep things neater on the outside. So it's a cool little feature on there for that. Okay, we need to actually get these bundled up. So let's try this, and we can always redo it if we need to. Another point. Let's just go for that. I know it's not very tight for now. I haven't got that cable in there. God damn. Although, we're not focusing on cable management too much for this stream today. Okay, and that... Where's the other cables? Right, this one might be a bit awkward to keep. Or maybe not. We might be okay. Let's see. We're not going too crazy in terms of cable management. We just want things flat enough. Or maybe I'll do more of it on my own, just to keep it entertaining for you guys, because I don't think cable management is the most exciting thing to be taking a look at, if I'm being totally honest. So we're just going to make sure that things are out of the way for now, and we can always change things afterwards when we need to. Okay. Put that down there. We've got this cable free. This is the one that we need to actually think about what we're going to do with after. So now we're done on that side. Let's just move that camera right back. And we're good. Okay. This needs to plug into this SATA connector we've got here. So we can plug that in there. And we're going to have to hope. But to be fair, this is like a me problem. Like I have to make sure that the side panel goes back on this. And I gotta be honest, that was my only gripe with this case. I wasn't much of a fan of the Torrent Compact side panel, like the rear. Because it's just tempered glass, and it can be, as you can see, it's pretty tight. So you gotta be a little bit careful with how you're doing your cables, but we'll think about that another day. We also need to slot in this RGB connector to the other side. This is gonna be a little finicky to actually get plugged in on the motherboard, but we're gonna hope for the best. So I've got this threaded through. I'm not going to do it all the way because we might need to see like where we need to like tidy it up a little bit on the back. Right, let's switch over to main for here now because you're not going to be able to see much anyway on the other camera for now. Oh, what's going on? We need to pull this around. Whew. I tell you what, it is just a workout just lifting this case repeatedly. Right, so we got this. Oh, I see. Okay, I can see it. You guys aren't going to be able to see it though, because it's a bit of a risky one. Risky? I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe if I were to... Actually, that'd be a better idea. If I just put it on its back, you guys can see, and I can see a little easier. Although I'm betting you're mostly going to see the back of my head, if I'm being totally honest. Right. So... you know what? I actually can't see it as well anymore. But we're going to give it a go. I actually think the ARGB connector is my least favorite connector to plug in sometimes. Come on. Nope. There's nowhere near. I think I'm making it more difficult for myself in this position, maybe. Come on. think I am. Or am I? Am I supposed to just persevere? Oh my, yes! Oh my god. We did it. It's plugged. We got it plugged in this layout. Never mind. Okay, that's cool. So, let's see if we can get a little bit more taut on the back, just to make things a bit better on there. Okay. That was the... This is the one. So, we can pull this through a little more, and we'll actually use this bit here to keep it slotted up. Right, well, all that's left then is we need to really think about what we're going to do about this RGB strip at the top. And then after that, we can think about plugging in the GPU. I am thinking, just because I think there's going to be way too much pressure on that connector right down by there, that it might be a good idea to just plug it into something else. My ears, I apologize. Is that the audio for the mic is too loud? If it is, let me know and I'll fix that for you. Or did I shout? I can't remember. I've been doing a lot of things tonight. But I apologize if I did. Okay. I think we're gonna have to. I can see the SATA connector for the PSU right by there, so won't be too bad. It's just more bundles of stuff essentially. Let's do it. Let's find the PSU cables and see what we got. You screamed yes. I apologize. I get excited from time to time. I probably should have done a headphone warning, but I am very sorry. It may have been a bit louder than I was expecting it to be with this mic. I'm not very used to using this mic, so that might be why. So, I apologize. Okay. Let's see if we have a SATA cable. Yes. We got one right there. That's cool. So we get that plugged in. And let's just use the separate RGB controller just to not worry about it on the actual RGB hub itself. Whew. We're nearly getting there. It's totally fine. It's like, I feel bad for screaming yes now. I do apologize. I'm not trying to deafen my viewers. I'm not all about that. That's my bad. Okay, so this can go in up top. Can we keep this like bundled like out the way? We need very little of it on show, essentially. Oh, let's see. Go in there. Okay. And then we've got our RGB controller here. You made me spit the lollipop out of my mouth, and now it is in the bin. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I need to get you a new lollipop. That's my bad. Where is that? Ah, it's over here. Okay. So we can plug this in here. Oh no. Doesn't feel very secure. I might be an idiot right now. Let's see. It might be a little loosey-goosey. We'll see. No, that is not secure whatsoever. What? Am I being an idiot right now? Not that that's unusual for me to be an idiot. That just doesn't seem very... Well, am I missing something? I'm being an idiot, I think. I'm not really sure. How much do I care about that RGB strip? Not very much, if I'm being totally honest. No. And I could, like, maybe daisy chain it, but I'm not going to bother. I can't be bothered with it. That's just the laziness of me coming out now. So we'll think about that another day. It'll be totally fine. So let's take this out. We don't need to worry about it. Let's get these cables down, and I think we're going to be good to go. Okay, so we can bundle this back up here. The best way for this. Like I said, we're not doing anything super tight down yet, because we do this once we know where everything is going to go. We're not going to, like, get everything strapped down as tight as possible and then do it and be like, oh wait, no, we need to change that. We'll do it a different time. That's down by there. Can I see? Yes, I can. I got the other side of this strap for the top of here. And we can tighten this down. But there. That can go but there. Like I said, we're not going to worry too much about cable management on the stream. We're just like making sure we got everything looking how we want it to be. Let's stay up there. Probably not. We'll sort it out after. It's totally fine. Whew. Right. Final piece of the puzzle is we can get this GPU installed, and then I think we're ready to take a look at how the RGB is looking, and that'll be it for the stream. So let's change over that angle, and let's go for bird's eye, and let's get this 38 installed. So I got my slot. There's not much give in that like tension on there. That's, maybe I'm just being like overly cautious, I don't know. So let's get our RTX 3080 installed. It's been a while since it's been in this system, but it's nice to be back. Is that in? Yep. Cool. Let's get that screwed back down. We got these. I could probably do this by hand, but I'm just being lazy. I'm relying on the torque from this screwdriver just to be lazy and get things done, you know. So we got that screwed in. Did I drop the... Oh, I did. I dropped it on the floor. Oh, we're good. And then let's get this last one. Slot in on there. And yeah, it's been a while since I've had my 3080 in my main rig. Seems a bit strange, but like I did clarify earlier in the stream that like obviously in my room it gets very warm. So like I was using my downstairs system to game, and it made more sense my 3080 to be in my main game system at the time. Now we're heading more into like fall or winter sort of period. Makes a bit more sense to be able to use this back in my main system again and game in my actual office, which as it's very clear, it needs a bit of a tidy up. It's looking a bit worse for wear, but it's fine. So we're just gonna get this cable plugged in, and we're pretty much doing a bit more give. No, that's totally fine. And then we're done. Or have I got enough torque? No, that's fine. Cool, that's plugged in. And top it off, I remember I had a cable just to neaten that up on there. So let me see if I got any cool little Velcro straps we could use for this. I got some boring ones. I know like Velcro straps aren't exactly that exciting, but like we'll keep it going. I got a Be Quiet one. We could just go for that maybe. Yeah, let's go for it. Shoes out to tie around. Is it gonna go on the back? Yeah, don't really need it, but it's just a little like added flair, you know, just to add a little piece of resistance. It's like the cherry on top. You know, if I was a baker, I'm not. Well, I'm baking a PC. How about that? You could put it that way. Oh, there you go. And then you just go, ooh, nice little Be Quiet thing, just to good soup. We're done. Apart from, I still do my head in about that thing on there. Do I go all out? No, I can't be asked. Never mind. Let's tell you what. I think we can just take a look at how it's looking. I need to put the front back on. I just remembered that. So let's get that. And we can pop it back on like so. If we get it lined up correctly. Come on. You know you want to. No. From there. Yeah, nope. God, it's been really finicky for the panel. Like so. Let's see. It's not lining up for some reason. Am I just being an idiot as normal? No. What are we doing wrong? But there, we need to do it? I don't know. Why is it not lining up then? Ah. That's why. Who knows? I swallow cum. That is a great username. Oh, wow. This guy wins the chat. Oh my god. Someone in my head was just like, wait a second. Could it be? Oh my days. Right. It's fully assembled. We're done. Enough. That's done enough, I'd say. So we get this plugged in, and I should be able to show you guys how it's looking. So let's see. I have a cable by here, just to make sure, just in case we need to actually like configure anything in the whatchamacallit. Turn it around. Is this cable long enough? Not sure. No, it's long enough. We're fine. So we can plug that in. Have to kind of keep it but there, which doesn't really give you guys the best view as of yet. You can see it like that, I suppose. I'll see how it looks when we actually power it on. We need power, and then we're good to go. Plug it in. Okay, and I'm on top of that cable there. Okay, so I think we're ready to go for plugging things in. Just make sure I got a monitor up, just so I can make sure we're getting into stuff on there. Okay, power on. Switch for there, and boom. Okay. Oh, actually, I lied. You can see the RGB on the back of the fans. I know it's a bit difficult to see but there, but you can see it. It's there. What do you know? And it's posting, so we know there's no issues on there. That's cool. That's great. So how about I try and get you guys a bit of a better view? I'm gonna have to like pull a camera down just to show you guys. But let's move it around. What have we got? Right, we're gonna take the top fan, top cam, and we're gonna see if we can show you guys how things are looking. I actually think it looks pretty cool. Let's show you guys. Woohoo! I know that's a very horrible way of me like filming it for you guys, but like I can't really show it off the best way otherwise. So I didn't realize, actually, I forgot it has the RGB ring on the actual back. So yeah, I think that looks pretty cool, all things considered. And then obviously we got the one in the rear is actually looking pretty swell, all things considered. And yeah, I think it's looking pretty tasty, all things considered. I'm happy with that. So I think you guys made the right call when it came to the go for the Be Quiet fans, all things considered. So I think we'll stick with that for now, and I'm happy with that. I think that's pretty cool. Again, I probably should sort out that strip at the top. I just can't be asked to do it right now. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Cool. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, in all honesty. Let's turn that back just so you guys can see. Ooh, you're not going to see much, in all honesty, but there you go. Nice rear. Thanks, bro. I know the idea. Oh, fan. Oh, you have to clarify. Alright, I totally understand that. I'm new, by the way, so I'm confused what you do. Do you get paid for PC builds or... No, I don't. Well, I get paid, like, for ads on my channel. But, like, no, I don't get paid to build stuff. But this is my main build that I just wanted to do a bit of maintenance on. And it's cool to actually hang out with you guys while I did it. And, yeah. I think we're going to have to call it there. So, yeah. That's the stream. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, then please feel free to... like and subscribe for more videos and streams on the way soon. Like I said, this is a bit of a test for doing my own sort of like build setups on stream. And we'll be doing another one very soon, and maybe even doing some maintenance on other systems as well. Yeah, and if you'd like to talk more with myself and other like-minded hardware enthusiasts like Top 3 Entertainment, who's a very big friend of the channel, then make sure to check out the PC Jack Discord. And yeah, thanks for watching, and